I want you to call Derek. And we need him for like 1 or 2 days.
It's a wedding, babe. He's in a wedding.
I want you to call him.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. Like crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
We did 12 takes for that.
It feels too much like you're trying to prove something instead of just living it.
That's us living our life.
Jennifer Lopez has ruined her reputation by trying to prove to the world that she and Ben Affleck are so truly in love, when in reality J-Lo is anxiously paranoid over Ben's feelings for her, and Ben acts like he's miserably catering to her every need. It doesn't help that her documentary was planned to make her likable again, when in reality it did the absolute opposite. So let's get into it. If you aren't subscribed to the Let's Get Into It podcast, then you're only getting half the tea. For longer videos, deep dives, and of course, more of me, subscribe to the Let's Get Into It podcast listed in the description below. You know, I really want to like J-Lo, but she makes it so difficult to do so. Something about her lately has been rubbing everyone wrong. And then she put out this music video movie that kind of flopped. And then she put out this behind the scenes documentary, which should show a different side of J-Lo. But the side that we saw, nobody likes. Headlines read, "What are you doing? Stop it." Jennifer Lopez faced terrible criticism for her uncomfortable musical film about her love story with Ben Affleck. Okay, Jennifer, you got Ben Affleck. You've been wanting him for years. Like, what was like 2 decades since they first broke up? You got him. Now just kind of like move on and, you know, live your life. But she's so focused on trying to be the it couple of Hollywood. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that she thought that her bizarre film titled "This Is Me Now" would have made her and Ben like the most popular couple. Like, people would have fallen in love with them, but it just didn't do it. And it's a $20 million project that she self-financed. I think Amazon gave her a little bit of money too, but they were not paying for that whole thing because they didn't believe in it. Oops, sorry, J-Lo, which is sad. I do like some of her music. I'm not sure if she's fully singing on all of it, but I do like her new song Rebound. I'll give her that. Even getting this project together wasn't easy, and J-Lo couldn't really get her Hollywood friends to show up and support her.
I want you to call Derek. And we need him for like 1 or 2 days.
It's a wedding, babe. He's in a wedding. It's a wedding. He's not going to give up his wedding. I mean,
whose wedding?
I could talk to Betty. It's a wedding he's in.
I want you to call him.
Okay.
So let's talk about some of these cringiest moments from J-Lo's documentary. When Jennifer Lopez tells Ben that the character based on her is 28 years old, he smirks and goes, "Technically you weren't 28. She doesn't smile and she just responds, "But yeah, you were." But keep in mind, this project is supposed to be about Jennifer Lopez and her autobiography, but really it's this like bizarre, I guess, artwork about her kind of obsession with Ben Affleck.
opening her eyes in a hospital bed, younger, age 28, when she was in a mansion but exhausted. Yeah, all her friends are, but you were. That's why you know how to smart.
I love that you want to play younger even in the autobiography.
This is not my autobiographical, this is meta. This is me using some of my story.
Semi-autobiographical. It's your story, but younger.
You're an idiot.
I think something that Jennifer Lopez was surprised to encounter was all of the other fellow celebrities who said no to her, including Taylor Swift, which really, J-Lo, you think Taylor Swift has the time? Jason Momoa, Jennifer Coolidge, Lizzo. A lot of people were not available to go and feature in her film, which, looking at the way that they filmed the celebrity features, they didn't really like need them to be anywhere or to be together. They just kind of needed to film them saying their lines, and they could piece them all as these like astrologers. It's a weird movie.
We sent out all the offers last night to everybody, and we're waiting to hear back on a few people, like Jane Fonda.
Taylor Swift is a no.
Jason Momoa is not available. Jennifer Coolidge not available. Lizzo not available.
He's doing Succession 2 and The Lion King. and Star Wars Andor 2, so he's not necessarily, he's not available, but he does see you. You want Vanessa Hudgens?
It'd be good to get Bad Bunny to do a little cameo as the bad kid.
Right.
Ariana Grande's unavailable. She's in London until September. Snoop's not available, unfortunately.
I don't want to force anybody to do this who doesn't go, this is going to be fun. Nobody wants to say no to me, Benny. I get that. But when an actor doesn't like a script or doesn't think it's good enough or is worried about it, that's what they'll say. I know that. I've done it.
So even J-Lo is realizing in that moment that the script to her movie isn't as good as she thought it would be. Though one of those celebrities did respond, and Lizzo says that she was never asked to be in Jennifer Lopez's musical movie because knowing Lizzo and the bad reputation and press that she's had, she probably would have jumped to it and said yes because she's trying to hold on to her career.
Ain't nobody told me nothing. Nobody asked me. J-Lo, I love you.
Throughout the movie, you can see that Ben Affleck seems uncomfortable. I don't know if that's just how he acts or if he really is so uncomfy, but you definitely see those moments where he's a little bit caught off guard that everything is being captured. Almost like he didn't sign up for this, that Jennifer Lopez just kind of forced him into it.
Life, it moves you. I know as a writer, a director, like I certainly do the same things. But things that are private, I had always felt, are sacred and special because, in part, they're private.
Now, I think we've all seen the clip where Jennifer Lopez has her hair all messy and she talks about her time in the Bronx and nobody is really buying it.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. Like crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
She talks about how her messy hair makes her think about the time she was a girl in the Bronx, you know, just running around. But there are people who have worked on this film with her, and I don't know how the NDAs work, but they claim that this was so inauthentic that they had to film it multiple times to get the perfect shot.
Little fun fact, I was on the set of that shoot. It took her 12 times. We did 12 takes for that commercial. 12 takes. 12 takes. That's insane. 12 times, and that was the one that they went with. That was the best shot we got. After 12 takes. Guess what the one that was? Yeah, you're right. It was the 12th, big brain. Dude, she hadn't even when she was 16, she wasn't in the Bronx. She was already in movies as a kid. Shut up, J-Lo.
So now people who grew up with Jennifer Lopez and who lived in the Bronx are calling her out for these viral clips that don't add up. She's known as Jenny from the block, but the people on the block say they don't really know who this Jenny is, and she's acting brand new.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx.
The scream I just fucking scrumped. Me and J-Lo went to the same all-girls private Catholic high school in my neighborhood that I grew up in. So let me show you guys the block. First of all, this is her real yearbook picture. I've seen it. I've held it. It's real. Here's a picture that I took from the school. And this is what the girls on the block looked like. I'm sure J-Lo's friends looked very similar. I literally lived right across the street from the school, so I took this picture from my balcony, and you can see how the school itself is a mansion. We called it the mansion because it literally used to be a mansion. We had fireplaces and showers in our classroom. No hate to J-Lo at all. I know she just went to school here, but it's really funny seeing her rep the block and knowing that she went to high school in Throgs Neck. I think it's hilarious.
One person wrote, running up and down the block was code for jogging, I guess. Someone else said that's the hair she had out at 16 being wild on the block, ? Another person did their research and said, help, I just searched it up and the yearly tuition is $12,000. Now that last TikToker, she's a younger girl and she's, attending that school. So she's talking about the area that J-Lo is claiming to be from. But this person actually grew up with, Jennifer Lopez, and she has a much different understanding of where J-Lo came from. And I actually love this story because this person saw it with her own eyes.
I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth. We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using us to look human. Stop using us to look relatable. We don't like you.
Damn, so Jennifer Lopez is known for being Jenny from the block, but the block does not have her back. I hope she doesn't have any plans to go to that block anytime soon. I mean, I think that this is obviously like, Jennifer Lopez looks great here. It looks like Jennifer Lopez, a little bit different, but like, I don't know why people are hating on it. I mean, this photo's from 1987. So the hair, I'm like, does it look like my hair? Wait, hold on. Let's do like a little, I'm just Jenny from the block. Kinda use a little bit, got a lot. Oh no. Oh no. Is this still, this is almost still too similar. This person tweeted, "There's nothing authentic about Jennifer Lopez." Another person wrote that this whole thing is so bizarre. Supposedly everyone who worked on set, and I mean like that one person who exposed J-Lo for having to take that shot over and over again of the, with the crazy hair. All these people who were a part of the movie, they were warned about her, not to make her uncomfortable. J-Lo said, "Everybody thought I was crazy. And by the way, I thought I was crazy." Oh, at least she knows. She's got this other documentary, the one where we're seeing these clips from, titled "The Greatest Love Story Never Told," which, is it the greatest love story never told? I don't know. That's a big claim. Now, we've all heard the crazy headlines that Jennifer Lopez decided to fork over $20 million of her own money to make these projects. At one point, Jane Fonda actually told J-Lo not to make the film. Jane called J-Lo's team and warned her about overly flaunting her love in a way that creates criticism or resentment, which basically hit the nail on the head. Obviously, J-Lo did not take that advice, but Jane Fonda knows a thing or two. I mean, what I would do for like a few hours to talk to her and get advice like that is just, and J-Lo, you should have taken that. I mean, that's a luxury right there. And I think that's really true. I think that people could be happy for them if they kept it a little bit more mysterious. But like J-Lo, it seems like she's trying to make up for lost time. It's getting desperate. Jane said, "However, this is my concern. Like, it feels too much like you're trying to prove something instead of just living it. Every other photograph is the two of you kissing and the two of you hugging. It just doesn't seem like it's real because it seems like J-Lo is trying to force everyone to believe that Ben is in love with her when he really has a facial expression that doesn't, it's not selling it."
Jane?
Yeah, is this Jennifer?
It is. Hi.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. Oh, thanks for calling. First of all, I want you to know that I don't entirely know why, but I feel invested in you and Ben. I really want this to work.
However, this is my concern. Like, it feels too much like you're trying to prove something instead of just living it.
Every other photograph is the two of you kissing, the two of you hugging.
That's us living our life.
Even though Jane Fonda seemed a little bit, apprehensive about this film, she decided to be a part of it and to support her friend.
Stunning.
You like Leos? How do you feel about younger men?
Boundaries, bro.
Although Jennifer Lopez wanted to showcase her love for Ben to the world in a bizarre musical film, it got critically bombed by critics and viewers as they say they were not big fans of her idea and they shot down the film. Which, as someone who watched the premiere, and I was there with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, they were in the theater, probably I don't know, feet, 50 feet, 50 feet sounds like way too big. Maybe but not 10 feet, maybe 30 feet away from, I don't know, who cares? But it seems like everybody, including people in the production itself, thought that this was a big waste of time. A critic said it's inarguably too many parts to make something that feels whole, a chaotic and rushed journey through the mind of a megastar who prefers to keep her real self in the shade. It's not really much of anything in the end, and it feels like a stitched together collection of pre-filmed award show bids. It must be an interesting experience for J-Lo to create something that she really felt like would have an impact. Even though the warning signs were there, there's a certain type of delusion that she has reached that it might be a record. Could it be a record? A Hollywood record of, there's a lot of delusion out here. Probably not the worst, but J-Lo, she's still kicking it, so I feel like we've got some time. Honestly, I prefer for her to stay in the acting world, but in her own movie, I mean, she may have ruined it there too.
I'm only 5 minutes into J-Lo's documentary. I already watched the film. This is the documentary now, which is longer than the film for some reason, but Ben Affleck literally does not want to be there. I don't understand why he doesn't just get a divorce again. He goes, she tells me this is going to be the greatest story never told. And then he goes, well, if you're going to be making a record about it, isn't that just telling it? Okay, I'm 10 minutes into it now, and it doesn't seem like he wants a divorce. He just wants her to stop talking about their relationship so publicly, or at least even if it's like her art, like people are going to assume that it's about him and her, and he doesn't want anybody to make assumptions about him and her. That's reasonable, right? But you can see that tension played out on the screen, and I'm like, why am I here for this right now? This should be a private conversation.
One person said, this is asking for trouble. Jen says that she and Ben have PTSD from all the scrutiny for the first time around. And then in the next breath, she's promoting this movie about their relationship. She's so caught up in this romance fantasy, no one can tell her to put the brakes on, not even Ben. Another insider said, all the social media posts and the constant PDA, it's already over the top. Now, using her marriage and private moments to promote her album is serving her relationship up on a platter for the public to devour again. Everyone's predicting it will blow up in her face. Now, it seems like Jennifer was planning on going on tour after this, but the dates are being canceled. J-Lo actually canceled a number of dates without giving any explanation. And I'm talking about Nashville, Tennessee. We're talking about New Orleans. We got Raleigh, Atlanta, Houston. It looks like Tampa. It looks like the East Coast. They're not getting their J-Lo. They didn't buy tickets. And maybe J-Lo isn't selling out, but maybe she's having issues in her relationship and doesn't really want to be away from her partner, which is like, you know, why didn't she save the $20 million and just relax and hung out with him for the last like couple years, you know, and just chilled and like enjoyed each other's time?
Just like the blind items predicted, after Jennifer Lopez's flop of a documentary and flop of a new album, her tour is allegedly failing as well, and she is canceling tour dates. As I told you would happen, no one wants to see the A-list everything in her mind celebrity perform and is canceling concerts right and left. And the related headline reads, Jennifer Lopez cancels handful of shows on her first tour in 5 years. Fans demand an explanation. Ticketmaster's website says that the event organizer has canceled the event and that no action is required to obtain a refund. At this time, the reason for the canceled shows is unknown.
I don't know if there is a crisis PR team that can go and fix what's going on with J-Lo, but if there was one out there, they need to get there pronto. I mean, I saw there was a clip earlier of her like spitting her gum into her assistant's hand, and a lot of people didn't like that. I mean, I'll include it if we can find it.
I've always been fascinated about how much more well-behaved we have to be than men are.
In what way?
I've worked with a lot of different men, obviously, as we all have. But
let's go ahead and open this PO Box package item. If you guys ever want to send me anything, I have my address listed below. Looks like this is from Bougie Boutique. And you guys know I love to support, so loud. You know, I love supporting small businesses, and I don't know if this is small business, but I feel like it might be. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's in here. I feel like I want to like do like a reveal. Okay. Ooh. Okay, cute. We got some. Hi, Sloan. I think I've heard of you guys. I think you guys have sent me stuff before. Dear Sloan, I adore your videos. Your creativity and dedication shine through in every upload. Over the years, I've been sending goodies for my business to you, and the response from your incredible subscribers has been heartwarming. So I wanted to send you something as a token of my appreciation. I love that. The Bougie Boutique offers luxury for less by providing handbags, wallets, shoes, and more from brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel. We have over 50,000 items. Happy to offer your subscribers a free bracelet if they say Sloan sent you. That's so cute. And I will include this link below. We got like, I'm just gonna show you guys. Yeah, look at that. I'm so influencery. That's right. Okay, so it looks like we have a few things. We have this little Van Cleef little moment, which I don't know what. I've heard of Van Cleef because that Cardi B song, that Lucky Charm. Oh, okay, cute. Oh my gosh. And I do like silver. I don't know if this is like men's or women's, but pretty. Oh my gosh, this is actually really pretty. I love this. Cute. I wonder if this will fit over my. I think it will. Yes. I love that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's so pretty, and the box is so nice too. And then what is this going on over here? Look. Oh, okay. Is this like a professional wallet? Oh my gosh, you guys have sent me stuff a few times and I'm always like, oh, I feel so bad like taking these things, but I'm like, oh, you already sent it. So thank you so much. This is like, I'm actually like gonna figure out how to put this bracelet on right now because I love this. This is so pretty. And then this, like, professional, what? Cute. And it's got the little bag too and everything, little card. right here. So definitely go ahead and check out Bougie Boutique. I mean, I will list them below and you guys can go and you can tell them that I sent you and get like a free bracelet or something. I don't know if it's this one, but like free something. We love a good free moment. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm about to go, you know, I don't know, take a picture of my wrist with the bling on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye guys.